Longer periods. In this video today, we are going to understand the causes of longer periods. If you are a woman out there and you have been having longer periods, you go into your periods or your menstruation, but you spend longer than normal days, you spend lots of days, you spend 2 to 3 weeks in your periods, then in this video we are going to learn about the causes of longer periods and how best you can prevent them, how best you can manage them, how best they can be treated, and then also you will also learn how to get pregnant faster if you have been trying to get pregnant. So without further ado, Gerard Massa, the health educator, is the name of the channel, and remember to subscribe for new videos we put out every day. So the first step we shall need to understand is when you are looking at getting pregnant and you are on the pill, you are on the pills, the family planning pills, it's always important that you stop taking the pills so that you can increase your chances of getting pregnant, because at the end of it all, it is very hard to get pregnant if you are on family planning. So I was talking about that basically as a reminder for all women trying to get pregnant. So the topic for today is the longer periods, the causes of longer periods, and how best you can manage longer periods so that you can get pregnant much more faster. Gerard Massa, the health educator, is the name of the channel, and this is a brief diagram of the reproductive system, the female reproductive system. These are the ovaries, and then these are the fallopian tubes, and then we have also these ligaments, these attachments which hold the ovaries in place, in position. They are called the suspensory ligaments. And then this is the inside of your womb. The womb is what we call the uterus, the uterine lining or the endometrium. So this inner layer of tissue is what we call the endometrium, and then this thick layer is what we call the myometrium. The myometrium is the thicker layer of your reproductive system, whereby masses or growths tend to develop, but also they may grow inside. But today we are looking at longer periods, and we are talking about the reproductive system of a woman, so that I will go to our main topic for today, but we shall not rush to the topic without understanding the reproductive system. So the reproductive system of a woman is made up of the fallopian, of the ovaries. There are normally 2, and then it's made up of the fallopian tubes. This part is what we call the fimbria, which is basically a finger-like projection part which actually receives a mature egg on the 14th day. And then when actually a woman is having hormones that are balancing, there's going to be ovulation taking place, and then when ovulation has taken place, ovulation is the release of a mature egg on the 14th day, which is normally the day of ovulation. So when the egg is released, it may be released either on the right side or on the left side. When the egg is released, normally it's going to be received by the finger-like projection of the fallopian tube, whereby it will stay around here for 12 to 24 hours, after which, after fertilization, it will travel. When it is fertilized, it becomes an embryo, and then it will travel through the fallopian tubes up to the uterine womb, up to your womb, where it will attach or where it will implant. Normally, for the movement to be smooth, for the movement to take place, it is very important to note that the tubes have to be clean. Assuming a woman has tubes which have infections, or which have blockages or even adhesions inside the tubes, then it means the fertilized egg is going to be traveling, but when it reaches in the middle of the tube, or when it reaches a point of blockage, then it actually will stop there, and then it will grow in the pregnancy will grow in the tubes, and this is what we call an ectopic pregnancy. Gerard Massa, the health educator, is the name of the channel, and remember to subscribe so that you watch new videos about women health we put out every day. So our topic for today is longer periods, ovulation and pregnancy. What is the cause of longer periods and how best can they be managed? We've talked about the reproductive system, We've talked about the different parts which make up the reproductive system. We have the cervix in here. The cervix has two parts. It has the internal and then the external part of the cervix, and then with this rounded structure which is known as the intracavitary space. So basically intracervical space, yes. So what is happening is that when an egg has been released, normally hormones have to be balancing. Your hormones which bring about the release of a mature egg have to be balancing. The hormones we are looking at are what we call the follicle stimulating hormone, which stimulates the follicles inside your ovaries, and then the luteinizing hormone, which actually causes ovulation to take place. For these two hormones to work, they have to be produced in sufficient quantities from your anterior pituitary gland, which is a part of your brain. So if at all ovulation is not taking place due to insufficient levels of the hormone, then you are most likely going to be in your periods for long, and also you need to go ahead and see your doctor, who will request for some tests which will be done. So the first thing we need to know, if at all you are a woman who sees your periods for a longer period but you would like to get pregnant, is you just simply need to understand your ovulation cycle or your ovulation calendar. The ovulation calendar is specifically a number of days. It's the menstrual. It is actually the number of days you are specifically expected to be getting pregnant. If at all you see your periods on any of these days, let's say you see your periods on the 14th day, and maybe you spend a longer time in your periods, you spend the 2 weeks we talked about. So from the 14th day we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if you spend 2 weeks in your periods and you'd like to know when you are most likely going to be getting pregnant, you simply have to count from the first day. From the first day you saw your periods, which is on the 14th, and then you are specifically going to count and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But remember, for a longer period, which is lasting for at least 14 days, and then the 14th day is still the same day you are getting out of your periods, normally this may give us incorrect results. So the best advice is that you should always see your doctor, who will request some tests to be done on you. If at all you've been seeing your periods normally, and then all of a sudden you are seeing your periods, they are longer than normal, because the normal is supposed to be 2 to 3 days or even 5 days, not more than 7 days. There could be diseases of the reproductive system which could be causing this. Remember, we talked about the reproductive system and we said that it is made up of several parts. So if at all a woman has cysts or has polycystic ovarian syndrome, whereby small growths develop on your ovaries, and then these growths are filled with fluid, what is going to happen is that these small growths or these cysts are going to prevent ovulation from taking place, and then at the end of it all you'll be having high levels of the luteinizing hormone throughout, and this can lead to false results when you use the ovulation predictor kits. Gerard Massa, the health educator, is the name of the channel, and we are looking at the causes of longer periods, and we have said that longer periods are normally due to diseases of the reproductive system. They can also be due to thyroid disease. If your thyroid has problems, they could also be due to excessive stress, which can lead to production of a hormone known as cortisol. Talk to me on my WhatsApp, +256 701 797876, and I will answer all your questions. Also, remember to leave your questions in the comments. We've looked at the causes of longer periods, and we have said that you need to first of all follow your ovulation calendar, and then once you identify that you are spending longer days in your periods, then you need to see your doctor, because the longer periods could be due to diseases of the reproductive system. They could be due to actually hormonal imbalances. They could be due to stress, or they could even be due to some medications you are taking. The management is very simple. Your doctor is going to request for some tests, and these tests include the follicle stimulating hormone levels and then also the luteinizing hormone levels. Collectively, the test is called the fertility hormonal screen test, or the fertility hormonal screen assay test. So once this test is out, then you can actually go ahead and discuss more with your doctor. Longer periods still can be caused by many things. Even cancer of the cervix can bring about longer periods, and even heavy bleeding after you've been with your partner, after you've had sex. So it is important to see your doctor, and it is important to discover the cause. We've looked at the ovulation calendar of a woman who is seeing her periods longer than 2 weeks, and we have seen that what is supposed to be the 14th day or the ovulation day is when you are just getting out of your periods. So still, this is not normal. If you are having longer periods, please you need to go have these tests done at a nearby hospital, and then treatment will be given. If at all identification is done or diagnosis is made and it is identified that maybe your longer periods were due to thyroid dysfunction, your thyroid gland not functioning well, then treatment will be given. If the longer periods are due to infections, the infections will be treated and your periods will go back to normal. If the longer periods are due to stress, your doctor will advise you to see a counselor, whereby your counselor will advise you on how to manage stress. You can also begin managing stress by avoiding the stressor, altering the stressor, and even adjusting to the stressor. So remember to talk to me on my WhatsApp. The numbers are on this channel, in this video. You could also connect with me in the comments down below. Ask me all your questions. My WhatsApp numbers are +256 701 79 78 76, and the next number is +256 787 668 962. I'm Gerard Massa, the health educator, and thanks a lot for watching our video lesson today. I hope you've learned something about the causes of longer periods, the ovulation calendar, and see you in my next video. I release videos every day at exactly 17 hours. Please see you in my next video, and may God bless us all. Have yourself a fantastic and healthy day. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to our channel. I'm Gerard Massa, the health educator. On this channel, we talk about pregnancy-related questions. We answer all your pregnancy-related questions. We also do talk about conditions including fertility, infertility, endometriosis, endometritis, and also we do discuss issues regarding polycystic ovarian syndrome. Let me know if you have any questions, and welcome for today's lesson. You are most welcome, and stay with me today as we talk about today's topic. Welcome.